AI, the word everyone can't stop saying, half in excitement, half in panic. And the question that always follows, are jobs over? Is this the end of the 9 to 5? Well, kinda. A little bit yes, but mostly no. Because here's the thing, every time humans invent something new, we immediately assume it's the end of work. It's basically our favorite tradition. Steam engines, computers, the internet, different machines, same meltdown. And if you look back, you'll notice a pattern. We've freaked out like this before. Let's be honest, humans are terrible at predicting the future, especially when it comes to jobs. Every generation thinks their invention is the apocalypse. This time it's different, they say. We're all doomed! And every single time, they're wrong. So yeah, let's rewind a bit, because we've seen this movie before. The 1980s, when computers crashed the office party. Back then, offices were filled with typists, secretaries, and filing clerks buried under mountains of paper. The personal computer showed up and flipped the table. Suddenly, spreadsheets did in seconds what entire accounting teams needed a week for. Typists and clerks panicked as their jobs vanished faster than floppy disks, convinced the machines were coming for them. But here's what actually happened. Old roles disappeared, and new ones popped up. IT became the new office superhero. Software engineers replaced paper pushers. Out of the chaos, a whole new economy was born from the same fear that it was ending. Then came the 1990s, the internet panic. Newspapers swore it would kill journalism. Retail stores thought it would kill shopping. And yeah, some jobs vanished. But the internet also created millions more. Web design, digital marketing, cybersecurity, entire industries appeared out of nowhere. It was like burning down a village only to find a city underneath. And then came the pandemic. And suddenly, remote work exploded. White-collar jobs got automated just enough to make people faster, not replace them. The real change wasn't job loss. It was how and where we worked. So if history teaches anything, it's this. Every big wave of technology wipes out routine jobs, but it always creates new ones we couldn't imagine before. So here we are again, another panic cycle, the same script, just with shinier tech. Companies are slashing costs, tech firms are trimming teams, and every headline sounds like it was written by a doomsday prophet. Writers, designers, customer service reps, even coders. Nobody feels safe. Goldman Sachs says about 300 million jobs worldwide are exposed to automation. The IMF estimates that 40% of global work could be affected, and in richer economies like the US, that number shoots up to 60%. But exposed doesn't mean erased. It just means changing. AI isn't coming for you. It's coming for the boring parts of your job. The data entry, the endless summaries, the circle back emails that could have been a sentence. It's replacing repetition, not relevance. What it leaves behind are the parts machines can't touch. Creativity, strategy, judgment, empathy. A 2023 MIT study found that workers using AI finished tasks 37% faster and produced work rated 18% higher in quality. Another analyst pegged productivity gains at around 33% per hour of AI use. Basically, you're doing a 9-hour job in 6 and looking smarter while doing it. But here's the catch. Adoption's still slow. Only about 9% of companies have fully integrated generative AI, according to McKinsey. Most are still experimenting, which is corporate for, we'll get to it next quarter. Economists even have a term for this weird in-between stage. The productivity pause. It's that awkward phase where AI is helping individuals crush tasks, but companies haven't restructured fast enough to reflect the gain. And here's where things get real. The people feeling the squeeze first aren't executives. It's young workers. Stanford researchers found that since ChatGPT went public, job openings for people aged 22 to 25 dropped 13% in roles like marketing, software development, and customer support. Just look at Amazon. Since 2022, they've laid off roughly 30,000 employees, with 27,000 of those cuts happening across 2022 and 2023, and smaller rounds continuing well into 2025. Amazon calls it AI first, and it shows. They've been quietly restructuring teams, automating logistics, and using AI to handle customer interactions that once needed human reps. And that's where things get interesting. While everyone's freaking out about AI stealing jobs, the people building AI are cashing checks big enough to make NBA legends blush. Every time tech wipes out one type of job, it quietly creates 5 new ones. And right now, AI is doing that on steroids. In just a few years, jobs that didn't even exist, AI engineer, machine learning specialist, prompt designer, data ethicist, AI policy lead, have become some of the highest paid roles on the planet. According to McKinsey, companies are paying salary premiums up to 56% above market average for AI talent. Back in 2020, that number was just 25%, which means if you can make an algorithm behave, you're not just employed, you're basically playing in tech equivalent of the NBA Finals. And Meta, they're treating it exactly like that. Mark Zuckerberg has gone full team owner mode, throwing contracts at top AI devs like it's draft day. The wildest example? Ruoming Pang, Apple's AI lead. Meta reportedly offered him over $200 million total, spread across multiple years. For context, Michael Jordan, arguably the greatest basketball player of all time, earned about $33 million at his peak season and $94 million total during his entire on-court career. Pang's deal doubles that entire lifetime earnings number. Even after inflation, Jordan's biggest paycheck doesn't come close to the size of AI package. So yeah, an AI engineer just got a better deal than Michael Jordan. Let that sink in. But it's not just coders cashing in. Whole industries are rearranging themselves around this gold rush. Companies now have chief AI officers, AI risk managers, and ethic leads. People whose entire job is to make sure that the robots don't do something stupid. And creatives, they're not losing work, they're scaling it. Artists, filmmakers, and writers are using AI to produce more content than ever before. That's the real twist here. AI isn't just transforming the economy, it's flipping the power dynamic. For the first time, you don't need a billion-dollar company, a Silicon Valley office, or an investor breathing down your neck to build something huge. All you really need is curiosity, Wi-Fi, and a few decent AI tools. Because here's what's wild. The same technology replacing people in big corporations is also giving those same people the tools to build their own companies for a fraction of the cost. You can literally get laid off by a Fortune 500 company on a Monday and start your own AI-powered business by Friday, using the same tools that replaced you. The cost to start something big has collapsed. 20 years ago, building a startup meant needing servers, staff, and millions in seed money. Today, you can spin up a global-scale business with under $1,000 in tools. Platforms like OpenAI's API, Replit, and RunPod let solo founders deploy full-scale AI products that reach thousands of users without writing a single line of back-end code. It's not a fair fight anymore. A solo creator with an AI can now build faster, scale cheaper, and operate leaner than entire departments used to. It's like getting fired from Amazon and realizing, wait, with GPT, Zapier, and Stripe, you can build your own mini Amazon from your laptop. The gatekeepers are gone, and the leverage is shifting. What used to take 100 employees can now be done by one smart person who knows how to stack tools. AI has quietly turned getting replaced into getting upgrade. And the next big company? It might not be born in Silicon Valley. It'll probably start in someone's bedroom right after their layoff email. So yeah, AI's changing everything, not by taking jobs, but by changing what a job even is. The people who adapt, experiment, and learn how to work with it are already moving ahead. Everyone else, still arguing about whether the robots are coming. The truth is, the future of work isn't man versus machine. It's man with machine. And that's not the end of work. It's just the start of a very different kind of one.